On to race number 2 then, the second event. We're into Class 4 company for race number 2. 1,800 metres the trip here, headed by Ezra with the blinkers coming off as he goes up in trip. Magnetism drops in class. Methane up in trip as well behind Bulletproof last time out. Shadowbreakers 1-1 so far. It was course and distance last season. Indigenous Star, two-time winner here at Happy Valley with the 1650. Zach Purton for Michael Chang from barrier number 12. Exaltation didn't get all the luck last time out. Karis Teton rides from barrier 9. Kung Fu Master Panda still a maiden after 12 starts here in Hong Kong. Nunchucks isn't though. He broke his maiden stage at Sha Tin 2 starts back. He gets up in trip also. Thunderstomp, Crown Avenue and Exaltation Mark are the horses that have been on the road.
And we've got a good to slow tempo with Thunderstomp assuming the lead in front of Shadowbreaker. They both like to go forward. Crown Avenue into a good spot around Ezra. Exaltation, Indigenous Star 3 wide with Nunchucks, Magnetism in between horses on the rail. Kung Fu Master Panda Paul in front of Dynamic Eagle, and Pretty Bohemia is back last.
Here's Methane. He's one of the downgraded horses. This horse, the cheek pieces will come off him on race day now. Look, he goes nicely. Barrier number 6 for him, so he'll get his opportunity as well. Does like Happy Valley. Does Methane. Indigenous Star, he's always keen in his work. You can see he's very keen once again down the back straight. He does pop up occasionally at odds, and it's interesting that Zach Purton's jumped the board, but he does have to put up with barrier number 12. Does Indigenous Star, but he's keen in his work. And Nunchucks, very impressive, I thought, 2 starts ago at Sha Tin, backed it up with a really nice run at Happy Valley in this grade, and does come in with a lightish weight and moves nicely in his work as well. So not a bad piece of work from Nunchucks.
All right, we'll have a look at Nunchucks in action in a moment. We're going to start off with Ezra, but we're going back a race here, Mark. Not his last start effort, because he was certainly below par. This is when he's run 4th behind Leap of Faith at Sha Tin.
This is a very strong field. That's Angel of My Eyes leading on the inside. Some Street Somewhere has come out and won as well. Ezra was questioned in the start after this, Paul, or at least Antoine Hemlin was. He said he was instructed to go forward, use the energy, and he just didn't travel at all once he fired up during the run. So if you want to forgive him on that last start, he goes to the 1800 for the first time.
Yeah, and he is better when he's a little bit back as well in his races. The blinkers will come off him as well. I think the 1800 will look ideal the way he finishes off there.
All right, whole host of them engaged here. Indigenous Star Fez best, Kung Fu Master Panda, Pretty Bohemia Methane. This is actually the race, Paul, with Ezra, prominent there, but he weakens out of it.
Yeah, he does. I just didn't think the experiment worked there. But they rode him a little bit forward. You can see getting the run through Indigenous Star on the inside. I think Methane's a better horse coming back to Happy Valley. He generally runs really well at Happy Valley, does Methane. So I am interested in him a little bit in this race. You can see him finishing off okay here as well. And Kung Fu Master Panda wasn't the worst run.
Yeah, he's pushing through the middle there. It's his first time back at Happy Valley since July 2019. He has won over 2,000 at the Curragh before arriving in Hong Kong too.
All right, Nunchucks, he won 2 starts back in Class 5, Mark, but this is his last start effort behind Encanto Prepared along with Shadowbreaker.
I thought this was good. He carried 115 pounds. He's only got 116 in this race at Happy Valley, so he's up 1 pound and draws better in barrier number 4. Shadowbreaker, they've backed him a couple of times, Paul, since he's win, and he just can't recapture that sort of form, but he does look well in here, Nunchucks again.
He does, and that 1650 up to 1800 here at the Valley I think looks ideal with the lightweight for him.
All right, and he's actually come up as favourite, Paul. Sounds like you're heading in that direction.
Yeah, I do like him. I think the last 2 runs have both been pretty good. He showed he is up to winning a Class 4 race, so he's on top. Methane, he's been downgraded, and I like the fact he's now coming back to Happy Valley. Ezra, if they ride him a little bit more conservatively, I think that'll be good for him. And I'm going to throw Kung Fu Master Panda in as one there. He's well, he is in the market to a degree there at 9.2, but I thought that he's a horse that can get back and run on over the 1800. 12, 3, 1 and 10. I do like the 12 in this.
Yeah, with the 12 on top as well, Nunchucks, he does look very hard to beat. Beautifully drawn compared to last time, similar sort of weight. Going to make Crown Avenue the value bet of the day. He's a 5-time winner over 1,800 metres. Track and distance winner off a rating of 53, is currently assessed at 46. Ezra's worthy of another chance after getting fired up last time. And Exaltation, just one of those occasions where barrier 1 worked against him. Having said that, he's yet to place in 16 starts, so he wasn't a given to get through and win that anyway. 12, 8, 1 and 9 race 2.
Clean sweep for Nunchucks then. Across the board there, Casper Founds and Vincent Ho, race number 2. That was 1,800 metres. Back to the 1,200 metres for race number 3 with a really interesting first starter.